Greetings, my fellow hunters, and welcome to another review. This time, to break the monotony of nothing but isekai and fantasy reviews, I'm gonna do a comedy. So today, we're gonna be reviewing Hinamatsuri. And as I always say, let the hunt begin. So, what is Hinamatsuri? If I pronounce it right, because that name always gets me. So, it is a comedy series wherein a psychic girl lands in the house of a yakuza and hilarity ensues. I know, simple plot, but I find its simplicity refreshing from this whole complicated of otherworld magic and whatnot, and just find the simple plot of a yakuza raising a psychonetic girl quite funny. And yes, it is a comedy series, so there's gonna be a bit of a, difference of opinions. You might find it funny, you might not find it funny, but I'm here to review it. So, for the characters, they're all pretty simple, and that's not a bad thing, and I'm kind of glad. So basically, the main protagonist is Hina, and she is a simple girl with the ability to move things with her mind. In fact, she's a very powerful psychic. Oh boy, and the hilarity does ensue. She caused most of the problems for our secondary main protagonist, Nita, who is a Yakuza, and basically the comic foil of the whole series. So, because everything bad happens to him, when he tries something, it goes bad. Oh, like for example, he tried to get rid of Hina for the first time, but Hina basically destroyed all of his precious vases, which were very expensive, to be honest. And so, to ensure that nothing else gets broken, he has to keep her, well, home as a family member because she can basically just destroy anything she wants. And this is where the things come in. He tries to do something, it always falls back. And it's quite funny. We also have other secondary characters, like, what was her name again? Hina's friend. She basically acts like the straight person in this whole world of madness, and it's kind of refreshing to have someone grounded in reality. Because when you have psychic girls, you know things are gonna get hilariously bad pretty quickly. So having a nice solid foundation like the girl kinda makes things nice. We also have Anzu, Hina's rival and secondary comic foil because, well, not foil, but she does go through a hardship because she was trapped in this world or country, you know, because she's somewhere else. The show doesn't elaborate where very much, but basically she has to survive as a homeless person, collecting cans day in and day out, and trying to earn some money on the side to pay back the people she stole from. But in the end, no spoilers, don't worry, she manages to find a happy ending in all this, and so you kind of feel happy for her. You also have the bartender. Again, I can't remember her name. She basically is the obligatory, what was the word? Commentary. She basically gives a lot of advice to Hina, and she acts like the motherly figure composed to Nita's caretaker. I wouldn't call him a father anyway. So yes, the thing is that I would say that, yeah, overall the characters are simple, but pretty good. They're not bad or horrible, they're just simple, and they're enjoyable. But the animation, oh goody, I have so many good things to say about the animation. It is brilliant. I love some of the line work when the characters have emotions or expressions, especially Nita. I love how they actually drew a lot of ridges and dark areas to show his dread or his sadness. It's just funny to see him fail or bad things happen to him, and they do express it really well. The animation is crisp, clean, and pretty well done. Yeah, I guess because it's not an action-based show, they can actually have higher animation quality. But I'm not saying that action shows have lower quality, it's just saying it's more consistent along the way. Overall, I give the animation the highest grade possible. It's a really good animation, and it really is beautiful. The music, it's pretty good. I don't know, for me, music is really difficult because unless it's a really good track that gets stuck in my head, I do tend not to recommend, or I don't really like. And not like, it's just difficult for me to talk about it. But I do say the opening is quite lovely. It's fun, and it sets the tone for a wacky adventure. And it really is good. So overall, the music is passable. And here we are at the conclusion. You see, this is the problem I have with comedy series. Because my tastes could be different from any other people's, so it's difficult for me to recommend comedies. But I do recommend it if you want a good chuckle. So, like I said, I recommend this series, and if you like a good laugh, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And as I always say to my fellow hunters, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. It's always going to help me. Links to my Discord and Twitter are down below. And as I always say to my hunters, may the good blood guide your way.